不要踢到，谢谢。开一下 recording。
Alright guys, whenever you're ready. Your Sanyans.
开始了。
A very good afternoon to
Why you need it after
Cass
Sunny, yeah?
and my fellow friends. Today, Michael and I, we are going to present our future city, which is called the Sunny City. Before we present, I would like to introduce my group members. This is Wing Chun, Jian, Jiasan, Lizzie, and Happy, and I'm Chun. So I'll be talking about the securities of our future city. So what is security? So we define security as the state of being free from danger or threat. And what is security for? It's basically for protection and to provide safety for the citizens of our city. And it also helps reduce crime and the damage caused by natural disasters. In our city, there are actually 6 types of securities, which are the SCPD, Police Coast Guard, Air Force, CCTVs, face scanners, and disaster resilient building. SCPD is also known as the Sunny City's Police Department. It's our city's first line of defense, and basically it consists of police officers and agents. So what they do is like they prevent and solve crimes, such as burglaries, robbers, and whatnot. And burglaries. And it consists, and they also ensure the peace in our city. Second, the Police Coast Guard is our city's second line of defense. So they basically protect the coast around our city. Like since our city is located on the sea, there's actually like pirates around, so they need to protect the city from pirates and also tsunamis and hurricanes. And they also catch offenders who actually tries to use the sea as an escape route. Air Force is our city's third lines of defense. So they actually help our police coast guards in securing the sea. So like they help to look out for pirates as well, hurricanes and tsunamis. More importantly, they are used as an emergency transport. CCTV and face scanners. CCTV is derived from closed circuit television. CCTV in short. They are primarily used for surveillance cameras, and this increases the police efficiency by reducing the police work of patrolling. For face scanners, they actually detect the citizen's face, so it's actually very easy to locate criminals or anyone they want. And yeah, that's right. So next, disaster resilient buildings. Not all buildings in our city are disaster resilient because it will cost a lot. So like our buildings are built with domes. So like the tsunami, our buildings will be able to withstand the strong pressure of the tsunami, and they have concrete walls which are reinforced with two steel beams and steel bars. They are actually built on higher ground, so the tsunami won't actually do much damage to them, and they are pinned to the earth. And finally, mangrove tree is the natural trees that can actually defend our city from tsunami. Yeah, so I'll pass the time.
Good afternoon, Sindra. My name is Jia, and my topic is really about water and waste management. So, water is sustainability in future because we need a good management to avoid our resource to use of our new generation. Why do we need it? Fishes. Clean water is very important to the plant and animal that live in the sea, and it's also important to the fishing industry and our future generation because we need food from them. Next, wildlife habitat. They are critical habitats for hundreds of species of fish and other aquatic life. Majority water birds use this area for resting and feeding. Precision, quality, or life. Water is a great playground for us, example like water park, beach, and lifestyle lagoon. So the scientific and the recreation value of water are the reason why people choose to live where they do. Health concern. Everyone knows that water may carry disease like the skin allergy. So since we live broad and stay so close to water, and we need the water clean and to be safe to us. Water management in the future city. I suggest our city to build bigger and more underground water storage in different areas. Underground water storage they can help us to preserve the optimal quality of the life in the city, in the drastic climate change. And it also connect to the connector. If one of the tank are empty, there will be a reserve to that. So next, this is a 3D plan about the underground storage water. They can holding 10 million liters of water. So I pass it to Jana.
Good afternoon to Miss Cassandra and all my fellow classmates. I'm going to present about tourism and hospitalities. For tourism, we have hotel. We have hotel located underwater. It is in very high technology system. For example, every guest will have an electronic access card. They can make payment in any facilities of the hotel by using the access card, and there will also be transparent tunnel that acts as lifts are connected to the main lobby of the hotel to the underwater basement. And the guests will also be served by robots. Next we have towers. We have wind park towers. The towers represent the parks, which means the parks are built inside the towers. Some are air conditioned, some are not. And there is an amphitheater outside the park, and visitors can enjoy shows and performance at the amphitheater. The park is both outdoor and indoor. And then for hospitality, we have floating school, which will located nearby the residential area, and they have their own transportation to school, which is very convenient to students, and it is also e-learning school. And then we have underwater airport. There is tunnel to transfer the airplane to the ground. Everyone has an access card to go anywhere by the airplane, even without buying a ticket. The access card can be also used to buy anything. And then we have sphere-shaped hospitals located in somewhere around the city, few hospitals around the city. And then we have accommodation. We have floating home, sleeps a family of 4, and is powered by the sun. So there is solar panel covering the home, and it is energy conservative accommodation. And I will pass the time to Lizzie.
Good afternoon, Ms. Cass. I will be talking about the transport and energy management. Okay, so the transport system in Sunny City is separated into 3 types. The first type is the magnetic transportation. Okay, so magnetic is actually derived from the word magnetic levitation, as the vehicles is travel along its own pathway by using magnets to create both lift and propulsion. Therefore, the vehicles will produce less friction, and the magnetic transportation can actually reach a high speed at 450 km per hour. It is also environment friendly because they do not produce any smoke or noise. For the urban transport port, it's actually equipped with a solar panels on top of vehicles, so it moves by using when the solar energy translates it into electrical energy. And this type of vehicles equipped with navigation systems and hotspot. Therefore, you can go online, watch movies, or even play games while traveling from one place to another. And for the air transportation, we have the Stirling Solar Electric Airship. This type of airship actually works by the principle of heat difference. So the greater the heat difference, the greater the power will be produced to lift up the airship. Although this kind of transportation is solar power, it still can move at night as it can produce enough energy to keep it afloat at night. For the car park, this type of car park can actually accommodate more cars. Usually we can just accommodate 1 car, but now you can accommodate like 20 cars. Okay, so for another car park, it's with the car pad and the canopy of solar power, so you can charge your car or park your car there. Okay, so for the energy management in the Sunny City.
Wait, go back to that video because I have not seen that video before. So the cars will be parked in those spots, is
Yeah,
it?
so it will move.
It's like a mini Ferris wheel of
Yeah.
sorts, right? Because one comes and then you have to give space to the other one. I see.
It's like an
That
apartment
looks
concept.
scary as hell. Okay.
Okay,
That
so
looks scary. I mean, it's a good tech, but it's scary. Okay, continue.
Okay, so for the energy management in the Sunny City, the energy management in Sunny City is actually a system that based on the production and consumption of the renewable energy by connecting traffic and by connecting buildings, schools, convenience stores, and houses to the traffic, thereby balancing the power supply and power demand. So when the area is not enough and power supply, they will send a signal to the main system, and they will give out the signals to that area so that the consumers will like take care, will like save more energy for the other area. I think that's all for the energy management. I'll pass it to Rachel.
We're talking about the disaster relief for Sunny City. Like, for every place, there will be disasters, natural disasters or human-made, both. This is why we need disaster relief. Now, what is disaster relief? It is actually a process of responding to a catastrophic situation, providing aids to people and communities who have suffered from some sort of disasters. They are also actually commonly known as emergency management. These are a few examples for the natural disasters. As earthquakes, tsunami, flash floods, hurricane, and volcano eruptions. But not every disasters happen in Sunny City, of course, like any other countries. Because Sunny City is a city located on an island in the middle of the sea, the chances of earthquakes and volcano eruptions are very minimal. But as mentioned, it's in the middle of the sea. It's very near to the water, the sea. So tsunami or huge waves are they affect the city easily. And even though we have our security to protect us, we still need a few disaster preventions and managements to protect our citizens. Below here is a few lists of our expected disasters to happen in Sunny City. There are tsunami, gigantic waves, and hurricane at sea caused by the storm. Now for the process, we provide emergency response vehicles. They are also known as HRVs or mobile responses vehicles. They would circulate throughout the city or affected communities to give out supplies like food, relief supplies, information regarding the disaster, and also emotional support to people in need. Next. Now, after every time a disaster happens, homes and lands get destroyed. This is why we also provide overnight shelter stays for people to live at until they have a place or the city is safe to return to. Daily needs are provided, such as daily meals, 3 meals a day, and also washrooms. Now, when you have a place to stay, but you don't have like toothbrush or plastic bags for rubbish and what? Tissue.
Wash your own mouth, lor.
For hygiene purposes, we
Can
provide
survive without toothbrush, ma.
clothes, example, like, because your house is already ruined, you don't have
Then I
any
can do it. I know, I'm just trolling you.
So, this is why we provide relief items, so nobody gets naked in the shelter for purposes. Okay. So relief items help people in the immediate aftermath of a disaster and the days and weeks that follow until the disaster is over. So relief items should be easily accessible, so they are often given out at convenient distribution centers or from ERVs. Now, what's important after the safety of the citizens is, of course, the health, not just physical health but mental health. This is why health workers or volunteers from the city itself, from the medical field, they provide first aid treatments for injuries and also monitor the well-being of people staying in the shelter, just in case like little kids, they have nightmares when they wake up, they need emotional support from people who knows their thing. So yeah, they also provide emotional support. That's all for disaster relief. Now I'll pass this to Hadi for the green building.
Hi, I'm in charge of the research of green buildings.
I thought I was wishing you'd say, hi, I'm happy.
Yeah, she told me not to say that. I think everyone knows what is green buildings. So, do anyone knows what's the definition of it?
The building is painted in green.
No. If you find in internet, you can get thousands of definitions from it. So, it might be very long, but I coincidentally get something very short and simple from books from Taylor's University Library. A green building is a building which has a minimum impact towards environment and human health. Oh, sorry. So why do we need green buildings? Green buildings is environmental friendly and good for human health. Like, how does the environmental friendly related to the human health? For my personal experience, I came from Sabah, so in Sabah there's a lot of green area. You can breathe easily when you live in Sabah, but once I came here, you can hardly breathe and kind of hard to sleep if the air pollution level is too high. And green buildings save energy too, so it does reduce the pollution towards the air. One of the ways to save energy is by solar board. Okay. The solar board is collecting the sunlight to convert it into the energy for us to use. So, but I don't think everyone does have it because one solar board is actually 3,000 ringgit Malaysia for now. But try to imagine, what if you have a solar board on the roof and you save 200 ringgit each month for your electric bill? For 10 months, you can get about 2,000 ringgit. And if you wait 5 more months, you can get one new solar board for your house.
Otherwise, you people won't be awake. That's why I have to say crazy things.
So when you have a solar board, you can save your money and you can save environment at the same time. So that's all from that's all. Something else. I missed it. For our new city, I wish I can use I can use capsule room for every single houses. Because capsule room saves space. If there is not too much space we need, we don't need to cut down so much tree. So
small the room.
Yeah.
I cannot put poster. I want to
You
put
can.
sexy poster of sexy fellas on. I cannot put.
you can put it on the top of it, so you can watch it every time you wake up.
Can also.
But it has itself the conditioner inside, so air conditioner, so it won't feel hot. And I plan to put recycle system in every single houses, so we didn't need to go to the factory and recycle the bottles and use up a lot of energy and time. That's all from me. Thank you.
Before we end our presentation, I would like you all to visit our city because where the sun always shines, come to us and you feel no pride.
Wait. Before you go to Sunny City, I bring you back to reality city. Yeah? Okay. So far I quite enjoyed the presentation. I mean, when I talk to you guys, I'm joking with you guys in the sense that I want you guys to be awake and I want to see whether you can answer me or not. Okay, so far okay lah. Alright. Chun Shan, a very clear and confident tone of voice when speaking, really good control. I really like your confidence, good eye contact there as well. I could also say the same for Jian. You can elaborate very well without any notes. I was quite happy with that. Jian-san also very enthusiastic, very engaging, alright, and I also very clear tone of voice, can hear you very well. Lisa, same thing also, good, and I have to say also for the four of you so far, good eye contact was noted, that you explain to us, you're talking to us, you're not just looking at the slides, you're not just looking at notes, okay, which is what I expect. Wing Chun, you tend to rely on the notes sometimes. Okay? Not all the time because I did see some eye contact there as well, but try not to rely on the notes too much. Okay? Try to be confident, try to just express yourself like how your friends have done so far. Okay? But slowly, it's not something that you can do overnight, just slowly be away from it. Yeah? And happy! You can now be happy because from what I see, I'm quite happy with your tone of voice, you're quite engaging, it's fun to talk to you. It was fun to talk to some of you guys lah, okay? And you made it very interesting, your idea was very interesting, the plans that you have are quite interesting, okay?